Right at the start, we meet Nasee, a 55-year-old woman who once was a religious teacher but is now retired. For 31 long years, she was never satisfied in bed with her husband. Now, 2 years after his death, she's determined to finally chase a deep, unmet desire. Nasee books a hotel room and hires a young man named Leo, only 21, handsome, and full of charm. When Leo arrives, Nasee is thrilled by his presence, but inside, she feels uneasy. She worries about her aging body and fears she looks too old, wondering if Leo will even enjoy being with her. Nasee can't help but feel conflicted. She was once a religious teacher who taught strong values, but now what she's doing feels so wrong. Yet, Leo is nothing but kind. He gently tries to calm her fears and talks openly, never judging her. She admits to Leo that she was never satisfied with her husband in bed. But now, 2 years after his death, with her son and daughter settled and her retired, she's ready to fulfill this long-held craving. She wants to finally feel that satisfaction after living half her life in frustration. Though hesitation and embarrassment weigh on her, she's eager to get it over with. That's why she called Leo, and he's totally fine with it. He reassures her, saying he's done this with women older than her before. Hearing that, Nasee feels a wave of relief. Leo moves closer and kisses her, but Nasee feels a bit awkward. She quickly goes to the washroom to freshen up and then comes back. Lying down on the bed, she takes a moment to think and then tells Leo she's ready to pay him in full, but doesn't he want to do anything else and that he can leave. Leo asks sharply, "If you didn't want anything with me, then why did you book me?" Nasee shrugs, saying she doesn't know, her mind just changed. Leo fires back, "You had made a clear decision to enjoy yourself with me. So what suddenly happened? Don't you like me?" "It's not like that. I do like you," Nasee admits. Leo insists, "This is your chance to fulfill your desires and without any fear." They both lie back on the bed, covered with a sheet. Nasee opens up that she barely talks to her son and daughter and finds them dull. Curious, she asks Leo why he does this work. Leo answers honestly, "I'm not ashamed of my job. It lets me understand people, even though my mother thinks I work at a petroleum company." Trying to lift her spirits, Leo asks about her husband. Nasee admits she was never involved with anyone else besides him. She says her husband only loved her in one way and she never liked it, so she was never truly satisfied. She longed for love in many different ways. Nasee recalls a time as a teenager when she went to Greece with her parents. At the hotel, she met a waiter she liked. At night, they secretly met and shared a kiss, but someone showed up, so they had to part ways. The next day, she left with her parents. She wishes they had stayed just one more day. Moved by her emotions, Leo kisses her tenderly, and they spend time together. A week later, Nasee books a second session, and Leo returns to the same hotel room. That day, not much happens physically, but now, Nasee talks freely with Leo. She even shows him a list of the ways she wants to feel loved. Leo quickly realizes all this can't happen in just one session. Nasee says, "Okay, I'll start with the first thing." Suddenly, her daughter calls, asking for her opinion on something, but Nasee doesn't want to talk and feels restless. She returns to Leo, worried she might not satisfy him. Nasee feels tense, but Leo calms her down by playing music, dancing with her, and giving her a soothing massage. Slowly, she starts feeling drawn to him and asks him to take off his shirt. Leo does, and Nasee touches his body, flooded with emotions. Just as things are about to get intimate, Nasee pulls away. She sees how fit and young Leo is, while she feels old, her skin no longer like before. She doesn't like her body. Leo takes her to a mirror and says, "Until you love yourself, no one else will." He teaches her to accept herself as she is. Nasee is ready to make love but still hesitates. To ease her mind, Leo shares stories about his clients. One just likes holding his hand and watching TV, another only wants to talk, and a third wants physical intimacy. He says all his clients are different, and he never judges any of them. He loves getting to know them and feels proud when he can make them happy. That's why he encourages them to book more sessions. Hearing this, Nasee teases, "So you just want to make more money?" Leo quickly denies, "No, that's not it." As Leo talks about his work, his emotions and passion shine through, making Nasee feel excited too. At last, she lets herself get physically close to him. Later, Nasee books Leo again for a third session in the same hotel room. They share good moments, but Nasee still can't find the satisfaction she craves. She wants to know Leo better, but he warns he doesn't want anyone digging too deep into his life, so he gave a fake name. Nasee also used a false name to protect her privacy. Now desperate to truly understand him, she admits, "I found out your real name illegally." Furious, Leo throws on his clothes and says, "Never book me again. I won't come back." He threatens, "If you don't listen, I'll find your real name and tell everyone you were a religious teacher doing all this." Nasee feels terrible and quickly apologizes, saying she didn't expect him to react like this. She only wanted to be friends. She asks him to share his real name. Leo snaps back, "I have no interest in knowing you." Nasee challenges him, "If you're scared to reveal who you really are, then why do this job? Why not tell your mother the truth? If you want, I can talk to her for you." Leo opens up, revealing that when he was a student, after a party, his mother caught him with a girl at home. Furious, she kicked him out and told everyone her son was dead to her. Since then, he lost contact with his brother, though they sometimes talk on the phone. That's when Leo started working as a callboy. His voice cracks, and tears fall as he shares this. Nasee is deeply moved and sad. Leo leaves but suddenly remembers he left his phone in the hotel room. He rushes back to find it, but when he can't, frustration explodes, and he throws things around. After a tense moment, he finds the phone, says goodbye to Nasee, and leaves the room. A few days later, Nasee books Leo again for a fourth session and invites him to meet in the hotel cafe. While waiting, a waitress approaches and recognizes Nasee as her old teacher. Nasee doesn't remember her, but seeing the waitress makes her feel good. When asked, Nasee says she's just waiting for a friend. Then Leo arrives and orders 2 coffees from the waitress. Nasee lights up seeing him and says she didn't expect him to come, but it feels amazing to have him there. She quickly apologizes for discovering his real name and mentions she has even recommended him to some friends who might need his help. Then, she shares her real name with Leo and admits she feels more confident because of him no longer thinking badly about her body. Nasee tells Leo that every time they meet, she feels truly alive. It's the only real excitement she's ever known. Leo reveals he told his brother about his job. His brother already suspected he didn't work at an oil company and fully supports him now. Just then, the waitress brings their coffees. Nasee introduces her to Leo. The waitress surprises Leo by saying, "Once Nasee scolded me and my friends for wearing short skirts to school and used some harsh words." Hearing this, Nasee suddenly remembers and sincerely apologizes for her old behavior. Then Nasee tells the waitress the truth. She didn't come here to meet a friend, but Leo, the call boy she's been seeing for a whole month. Now, Nasee has learned to live openly and doesn't care what others think. She tells the waitress, "You should listen to yourself too. Enjoying life is never wrong." After this, Nasee goes with Leo back to the hotel room and passionately explores every way of loving from her list, but still, she's not completely satisfied. Then, when she sees Leo naked, something inside her shifts wildly. She begins touching herself and experiences real pleasure for the very first time. Nasee finally understands what she truly wants and that she can find joy within herself. Now, she needs no one else. This is their last meeting. She thanks Leo warmly, and he leaves. Nasee stands before the mirror. No longer hating her body, she has fully accepted her age and desires. And with that, the movie ends. Friends, have you ever made a choice that went against society but was crucial for you? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss the next story. See you in the next video. Take care.